Top 20 Best Trekking Destinations in the World. Choosing among the best treks in the world isn't easy. There are many factors such as the difficulty of the trek, the length of the trek, the cost of the trip, the safety factor, the popularity of the trek among tourists, and the beauty of the destination. Trekking makes you unwind from the hustle and bustle of the modernized world. A good trek is a refreshment to some, while others find an escape to discover the deeper meaning of their lives. Trekking is good for a person's mental and physical health. Number 20. The Great Wall of China, China. Listed as one of the 7 wonders of the world, the Great Wall of China is a famous place for tourists and a fantastic place for a trek. The Great Wall of China was built to defend the country against nomadic tribes. The site is an ultimate architectural masterpiece made by human hands. The Great Wall of China trek stretches across the hilly region and takes you to watchtowers and battle stations built around 2000 and more years ago. Trekking the whole sections of the Great Wall would take about 12 to 17 months. If you have a limited time, then you can go on short hikes or treks. Number 19. GR20, France. The GR20, Frôle-les-Monts, is considered Europe's most demanding long-distance trek. It is a GR footpath that runs for 15 days and traverses Corsica's Mediterranean island, commonly walked from north to south. The trek shows you the diverse landscapes, from forests, granite lakes and plains. G20 is a great place to unwind in nature. The trek is rocky and steep at some points. The first part of the trek includes a dizzying rate of climbing through the dense Maquis forests. GR20 trek is best if you have a long-distance trekking experience and excellent physical fitness. It is an excellent adventure for thrill seekers. The trails bless you with spectacular views with each ascent and descent. Number 18. Mount Kilimanjaro, Tanzania. It is no doubt that Tanzania is a nature lover's paradise. Tanzania not only has one of the best national parks in the world, but also takes pride in housing Africa's highest mountain, Mount Kilimanjaro, with a height of 5,895 meters. Mount Kilimanjaro is a dormant volcano mountain that provides one hell of a trekking experience. Trekking the Kilimanjaro is a unique experience as you will get to traverse varied ecosystems as well as tropical jungles. Number 17. Torres del Paine-W-Trek, Chile. Located in Chile's Patagonia region, the Torres del Paine National Park is renowned for its majestic mountains, icebergs, and lowlands that serve as a home to wildlife. The national park is famous for 3 granite towers and the horn-shaped peaks called Cavernas del Paine. The main thing that excites many people to visit this national park is the W-Circuit trek. The W-Circuit, popularly known as W-Trek, is a 5-day trek that can be easily added to your Chile itinerary. Number 16. Mount Roraima, Venezuela. Mount Roraima is a splendid destination for a trek. It is a great spot to explore the unique landscapes of the mountain region of Venezuela. Mount Roraima rises high above the clouds and looks almost ethereal. Trekking to Mount Roraima is suitable for experienced mountaineers, even though there is a ramp-like trail that leads to the summit. You will traverse some waterfalls, lush greenery of Canaima National Park, and walk with the Guyana mountain range in your background. Number 15. Overland Track, Australia. The Overland Track is the most famous trek in Australia that invites more than 9,000 people each year to trek its rugged wilderness. Located in Tasmania, the trek runs from Cradle Mountains to the Lake St. Clair. You will walk through glacial mountains, temperate rainforests, rivers, and alpine plains. Number 14. Cinque Terre, Italy. Cinque Terre in Italy is the best place to trek for beginners. Cinque Terre has about 48 hiking trails that will take you through the picturesque villages and sparkly beaches. You will be passing by the 5 major remote villages of Cinque Terre: Riomaggiore, Manarola, Corniglia, Vernazza, and Monterosso. All of these villages have colourful houses along rocky terrain. Number 13. The Long Range Traverse, Canada. The Long Range Traverse is a 35-kilometre trek in the remote backcountry of Gros Morne National Park. It is one of the best treks in Canada. The Long Range Traverse trek has no marked trails, and you need to rely on advanced map and compass navigation. You will face cliffs, swarming black flies, encounter moose, caribou, and black bear. The trails will lead you through the Long Range Mountains, ending it in Ferry Gulch. The trek will reward you with jaw-dropping landscape scenes that are one in the world. Number 12. Dogon Country, Mali. Dogon Country, popularly known as Pays Dogon, is one of Africa's most beautiful regions that has been listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Trekking in this region can take you around 2 to 10 days, in which you will be walking through the lush vegetation as well as the arid plains. The main highlight of the trek would be visiting the Bandaigara escarpment. Here, you will see old abandoned cliffs being inhabited by the Dogon people. Number 11. K2 Base Camp, Pakistan. K2, the world's second tallest mountain, is also known as the Savage Mountain due to the extreme difficulty on its ascent. K2 is said to be one of the best treks in the world and is also deemed as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, as it has the second highest fatality rate among the world's highest peaks. The trek is strenuous due to its location and the security issue of the country. Looking at the brighter side, the K2 Base Camp trek shows you amazing sceneries throughout the walk. Number 10. Upper Mustang, Nepal. The Upper Mustang is another best trekking destination in the Himalayas. Mustang, known as the Forbidden Kingdom of Nepal, lies without the nation's administrative center's influence. Its Upper Mustang region was prohibited from foreigners till 1991. The good thing about these prohibitions is that the region has preserved its ancient culture. Its remoteness is still untouched by any type of modernization. The Upper Mustang's heritage remains as it was 2,000 years ago. Besides the culture and history, you will see snow-capped peaks, wind-carved canyons, and vast deserted valleys. Number 9. John Muir Trail, USA. The John Muir Trail is the best long-distance trail in California, named after the famous naturalist John Muir. It is renowned as America's most prominent trail and one of the world's best treks by various publications. The trail runs 340 kilometers in California's Sierra Nevada mountain range. In this trek, you will be passing through 6 mountain passes. Since the trail is situated between the northern end of Yosemite Valley and the southern summit of Mount Whitley, you will be trekking in popular areas such as Yosemite National Park, Kings Canyon National Park, and Sequoia National Park. Number 8. El Camino de Santiago, Spain. El Camino de Santiago has been a pilgrimage site since the 9th century. The El Camino de Santiago, also known as the Way of St. James in English, is a challenging trek for serious trekkers. The trek route leads you to where the remains of St. James the Great were carried from Jerusalem to his final resting place, Santiago de Compostela. Number 7. Mount Fuji, Japan. Mount Fuji, 12,389 feet, Japan's highest mountain, is a splendid place to go for trekking in Japan. The picturesque Mount Fuji is snow-capped for 5 months of the year. It is better to trek during the summer as the craters hike as there is no snow. The best part of Mount Fuji trek is the beautiful sunrise views you can witness while standing at a height that makes you feel above the clouds. Number 6. Snowman Trek, Bhutan. Bhutan takes pride in housing one of the most challenging trails in the world, the Snowman Trek. The Snowman Trek is one of the top treks in the world that traverses through the Himalayas between Bhutan and Tibet. The Snowman Trek takes around a month to complete and passes through the peaks and valleys of 11 mountain passes over the Tibet-Bhutan border. You will get to visit Buddhist monasteries and pass through secluded villages. Number 5. Kailash Circuit, Tibet. Kailash Circuit Trek is one of the most beautiful sacred treks in the Himalayan region and the most challenging treks in the world. Kailash Trek is highly popular among the pilgrims as there is a belief that it will free them from endless cycles of birth and death. Pilgrims have been trekking to this site for thousands of years. Number 4. Inca Trail, Peru. The Inca Trail is a world-famous trekking spot that leads to the UNESCO World Heritage and the world-famous archaeological site, Machu Picchu. The Inca Trail is famous for its original Inca constructions, high mountain passing, and ancient sacred sites. Besides the Machu Picchu, trekking through the rocky paths will show you a fantastic view of the Andes Mountains as well. Number 3. Everest Base Camp, Nepal. Trekking to the world's highest base camp is on the bucket list of trekkers and many people around the world. Everest Base Camp trek is graded as moderate to strenuous. It is indeed a real challenge to reach the highest mountain base, located at such a high altitude, 5,500 meters and more. You will be acclimatizing in between treks to get used to the high altitude. It gives a trekker a sense of achievement. Trekking to the Everest Base Camp is not just about the heights and the thrill, it is prevalent for its scenic beauty, the lifestyle, and the culture you experience along the way. Number 2. Routeburn Track, New Zealand. Known as the Great Walk, the Routeburn Track is the best trek in New Zealand. Located in New Zealand's South Island, the trail passes through 2 national parks, Mount Aspiring National Park and Fiordland National Park. In this trek, you will traverse through pristine lakes, glimmering waterfalls, and mountainous peaks. It is the best way to experience New Zealand's backcountry as the trail runs between the Hollyford and Dart valleys of the Southern Alps. Number 1. Annapurna Base Camp, Nepal. Annapurna Base Camp is one of Nepal's oldest trekking routes. It is also considered one of the world's best scenic treks. Annapurna Base Camp trek is graded moderate as there is little to no altitude sickness risk. It is suitable for beginners and experienced trekkers. The Annapurna Base Camp trek leaves every trekker in awe with the majestic mountains surrounding you throughout the trails. The trek's highlight is reaching the base camp, where you will get a chance to stay the night. Waking up to the magnificent sunrise as it dazzles the Annapurna Ranges is a sight you will cherish in your memories forever. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel to support us.